Now, I have been asked a couple times, where do I get my erasable pens? So I'm going to tell you about them right now. What I really like about these pens is that they are very, very comfortable. In fact, these are some of the most comfortable pens I've had in a while, and they make my writing look really, really neat. They have a 0.7 millimeter thickness at the tip, which makes them very nice for fine writing, but not as fine as 0.5, which sometimes can make the letters a little bit difficult to read. They come in 4 different colors: red, blue, green, black, and I think I've seen them in purple and pink. I use them all the time when making notes, when making my revision lessons online, when doing exam questions on my YouTube videos. I like to use them because when you make a mistake, very often you can just draw a line across the word where you made the mistake, or you can use some correction fluids like Tipex, which I don't really like using because they make my notes a little bit messy. But if you're one of those note-taking perfectionists, this pen is great. The Pilot FriXion pens are some of the best erasable pens that I've seen online, and they have a lot of different designs, but I specifically like these ones that don't have a cap because I end up losing them all the time. The ink is specially designed to disappear with friction, hence the name. So when you create some friction between the rubber and the paper, the ink disappears. Now, one of the downsides is that because the ink disappears with heat, if you just erase something, you want to leave it for a few seconds until the paper cools down in order to write it again so it comes out nice and clear. Otherwise, you can just go over it a few times and it should be okay. I have noticed though that when I leave my writing in the sun for a few days, the ink starts to disappear because in contact with sunlight, which heats up the paper. But then again, my notes are not going to go on holiday to get a tan, so most of the time they'll be tucked away in my bag, or just closing the book and leaving it on your desk is enough. And depending on which deal you get, sometimes they actually come with cartridges included, but you can also buy them separately. So if you are that person that loves having really tidy, clean notes, you might consider giving them a try. I posted my Amazon associate link in the description so you can click on it and give them a try and see if you just find your next favorite pen.